shocking, absolutely shocking. And they know what they're doing because they do it when they know that the public is going to be watching and they don't care. They don't care. And we're going to get into this because this is massive. Meghan Markle slapping Harry and Brigitte Macron slapping Emmanuel. What similarity, what dynamic of abuse. Let's get into this, beautiful people. But before we do, did you know that 63.1% of you who watch my channel are not subscribed? You know, if you can do a favor, it's free to subscribe and it tells YouTube that you like the channel and you like the content. So just click on the subscribe button, like and comment, and it's very much appreciated. And if you were to share it, amazing. We are witnessing the age of debauchery. Um, I did a video. I interviewed the maid, former staff member of Meghan Markle, last year, I believe. I've done so many videos, but and she clearly stated the two times that she saw. She only witnessed two times when she punched Harry, and she was withheld by Marcus Anderson. I know that in the video, many of you think that it says Mr. Markle, but the reason why it's so hard to hear the voice, I will leave the video, both videos linked so you can go watch it. It's because we were trying to disguise her voice and we disguised it too much. So it's people think that she's saying Mr. Markle, but it's Marcus Anderson that she's talking about, who's Meghan's pimp, allegedly. But what to do in situations like that? And I mean, I am absolutely shocked that the newspapers, responsible newspapers, are saying, oh, that she shoved his face. Brigitte Macron knew very well what he was doing because I believe this guy's a dude. And at the very least, he's a pedo because Emmanuel was 14 years of age when he was his professor and he was already like 30 something. Basically started that relationship that now the newspapers have had to admit to. What we witnessed there was absolute domestic abuse. This is, and because he knew that as soon as the doors open on that airplane, that the cameras were there, and he didn't care, he still punched him. And what is insane to me is that the reporters, all the very credible newspapers, are saying that she shoved his face, that it seems that is Mrs. Brigitte Macron. Well, who else is going to punch him like that and get away with it? He has bodyguards all over the place. And what's incredible is that everybody seems accustomed to it. Like this is common recurrence. And no, that was not a shove. That was a punch. If you look at that, that was a punch captured live on camera. It was. That's what it was. This is from another angle. You can see it here. Look at that. It's incredible how quickly they react. The stewardess, he goes back and forth. You can see that he's trying to, they probably put some makeup so the bruise doesn't show. And then this dude with the red jacket comes out. And I mean, it's business as usual. Business as usual. This is absolutely insane. And people are just saying, oh, and this is in Vietnam of all places, which is Asian culture where you need to be respected as a leader. So Brigitte, he did that on purpose because he wanted to emasculate Emmanuel in front of the entire Asian world, which is unbelievable. He wanted to show who's wearing the pants, and we all know who is, which is absolutely incredible. And it's baffling to me. The reason why I'm talking about this and also Meghan Markle is because, you know, when I brought that up and the maid brought that up, that Harry's been abused, this is in no shape or form excusing Harry from being a jerk or whatever it is. But how can a man defend himself against a woman? In this case, Macron and both Macron, their husbands, both of them are men and men, but she's considered a female. In any case, even though he's in a position of power, he can't do very much because then he'll be perceived as abusive. Now, Harry is much taller than Meghan Markle. So what options that he does he have when this woman launches at him, punches him? There's nothing that anyone can do. There's nothing he can do. This is why we've seen, and I'm not going to show them here because YouTube might ban it, but we've seen Harry with pictures with bruised eyes or even sometimes the nose. And it's people say, oh no, she's much smaller. It doesn't matter because she's very quick. And let's not forget that she claimed that she was trained in martial art. We all know that this is BS. But if we take her at her word, because this is what she said, Meghan Markle is trained in martial arts and kickboxing. This is a Photoshop picture, and Megan Small is the one who found it. So credit to Megan Small. I'll show you the picture in another video. But Meghan Markle literally pasted her face to a woman's shutterbox picture. But here, do not mess with Meghan Markle. The Mirror got hold of the Duchess of Sussex's old Hollywood one-sheet and actress resume, and it is impressive. Not only can Markle speak multiple languages, bullshit, shit, crap, lies, fantasy. Those are her languages in English, but and word salad. But she's trained in martial arts and kickboxing. I trained Megan when she was in Toronto during the shooting of the series Suits. Jorge Blanco, who trained Megan in kickboxing and martial arts during the filming of the show, told Spanish Vanity Fair. That is an absolute lie. Meghan Markle did a little stint on Knight Rider where she was doing kickboxing in a cage. As you can see her, you'll see her here. That's why she trained in 2009 for the Knight Rider. That's the thing that she was doing, not anything to do with Suits, guys. That is absolute BS. So if we're to take Meghan Markle at her word and what is reported worldwide, this woman does know how to kickbox and martial arts. Prince Harry, because he's much bigger, I don't think he would hit her back. So we have these dynamics of women who know, and they don't care. Meghan Markle does not care because it's not the first time she's done it. She's done it also in public restaurants. I mean, she's walked out on him. She literally left them there on the restaurant, shouting and screaming at him. Do I feel sorry for the jerk? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't feel sorry for him. It is not right that he's in an abusive relationship, in my opinion. These are all my thoughts and opinions because abuse is not right from women or men. In this case, in Macron's case, they're both dudes, although one is pretending to be a woman, but still, But in Meghan Markle's case, she's an actual female. She's much shorter than Harry. And and it is like people don't care. They go about their business. They're talking about Diddy, how he used to punch Cassie and everything. And she would go around in Hollywood with bruises. Nobody would say or do anything. So right now, this is a perfect example, guys, of how a person can be abusive and they just walk out like nothing's happened. And how these women are evil because they don't care. Brigitte Macron did this in absolute purpose because she knew, and this is people like Meghan Markle. This is what they use. They use very public moments to behave in an abusive manner or to create chaos because they know that these people who actually care about their profiles can't react properly or the way they wish. So they have to pretend that like nothing's happened while they get away with all this bad behavior. And this is something that to me it baffles me. And people say why people in power, they're powerful. Yes, Harry's in a powerful position, but can you imagine if Meghan Markle shows up with a bruise? This woman will use that like, oh, he punched to begin with. She has a bunch of videos of him, drugged up and all kinds of things and yelling at her. But for him to lay a hand on her, oh, that's it. But what do you guys think of what Brigitte did? Do you think it's a dude? I think it's a dude. Do you think that she did it on purpose? Do you think that Meghan Markle, when she behaves or, grabs Harry or she stares at Harry or she punches Harry or she yells at him in public or whatever, or the actions that she does in public, that she does that in public because they know that they feel tied, that they can't do anything about it because they care about their image. People like Meghan Markle and Brigitte, they don't care. They don't care because they're I mean, Harry's a narcissist, granted, but Harry feels just like Macron, they've like Emmanuel, they feel that they have a lot more to lose because they've been in the spotlight or for a long period of time. They are the important person. Meghan Markle knows she's a nobody. Brigitte knows that she or he became famous because he married Emmanuel Macron, who's the prime minister, the president of France. So these women, it is a form of abuse, in my opinion. It's not that I'm excusing Harry nor Emmanuel. They're both absolute jerks. But for once, it is kind of interesting to see this kind of dynamic play out in public. There are so many things that the press covers up. This one they couldn't cover up because it was happening live while Emmanuel was landing. So this one, there's no way to cover it. There's no way to, like to kind of like, oh, cut it because we've seen it. We've seen it. So what do you think is going to happen now? I wonder if the press are going to be honest with Meghan Markle. I wonder if and Harry in this situation with Harry and Meghan Markle, because that poor maid, when she came out and basically busted them, it was nobody believed her. It is absolutely baffling and shocking, to say the least. Please leave me your comments and don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe, because at what point are people going to start calling everything out? At what point is this woman not arrested? Because you know what's incredible in the news? They say, is that Brigitte who hit Macron? Well, if it's not Brigitte, then the bodyguards are doing a shitty job, aren't they? Of not, this is the president of France who's been assaulted on live TV. I don't think that his secretary is going to assault him and the bodyguards are not going to intervene. Can you imagine the bodyguards? Can you imagine everything those people have seen? It's like they think we're stupid. And then Brigitte, he comes down like nothing's happened. How can this guy has been completely emasculated worldwide? The curtain is pulled. Just like we're gonna pretty soon see the curtain pulled from Meghan Markle, because oh my god, don't you worry, guys, because I'm gonna talk about that B thing and a bunch of other stuff as well, because it's insane what's happening with that marriage. It is insane. So please leave me your comments, beautiful people.